crazy, man. You see that we just actually just looked at Dorsey tweeted out that now on Square terminals you can accept Bitcoin. And this is what I've been working on, man. Now this card of mine that has...
Yeah, show the camera maybe so they can see how awesome this is.
So that has laser eyes, right?
Incredible.
I can actually go to the terminal and pay with this. Isn't that crazy? Like with this Bitcoin, I just go and like tap to pay.
Here's what I love about this, because I feel like there's this ongoing narrative, or I shouldn't say narrative, maybe argument about, never sell your Bitcoin, or, you don't actually need to use Bitcoin as money because using it as a store of value is good enough. You obviously have a different opinion on the matter and are actively working on things that make it very easy to use as money, as easy as using your card. So can we talk about this? First of all, what is this card for people who don't know?
I also want to talk it from a perspective I understand.
Yeah.
Not everyone is an altruistic idiot like myself, right? So you spend years developing fast software while you could have just, amassed Bitcoin, didn't do anything, you're up in profits. That's it. But the thing is, when people say don't spend your Bitcoin, spend fiat, actually I see the technical way of how to do that. Because you can't keep your Bitcoin now. We're getting to the point where you can literally borrow against it infinitely. And as you're doing that, you have dollar balances backed by Bitcoin. And then you can use cards like this that are essentially just authentication key that sends a signal to server, transmit this much, pay this Lightning invoice authorized. And that's all that this is. What I love about situation now is now that Square rolls this out, man, you have a Lightning node running.
Yep.
You tie it to Bolt cards. You're paying from your Lightning node to Square. Isn't it insane? And
it's incredible.
I don't even want to get in the whole KYC, no KYC. I think I spoke with Sailor about his Bolt card that's coming at the conference. So it will be at the official conference store releasing tomorrow morning. I'll see if Michael can get his card and use it to pay with Bitcoin. And we can set it up so he's spending dollars, actually. So all good, Michael.
I mean, and either way, if he's not spending his Bitcoin, maybe presumably he's good with it. Right?
Well, I mean, he's spending Coinbase's Bitcoin, right?
There we go.
Yeah, but to me, man, that's okay. If you want to have a custodian and you want someone to be responsible, someone you can pressure, okay, that's a bank. But you could come, tap to pay, done.
I love these cards because I think one of the things that was always hard for people when it comes to understanding Bitcoin. Like I was just talking to somebody on the flight here to Vegas. Nice gal, was coming in for a Kenny Chesney concert.
Oh my God.
And she works as like a financial advisor actually, and started chatting up Carl and I. And she said, some of my clients have asked me about Bitcoin. I don't know, like I don't understand it. Whatever. And she's like, because you can't touch it. It's not like physical. And which I always think is such a weird thing for people to say, because first of all, I was like, okay, you got cash on you, or are you using a credit card or a debit card? Well, debit card, credit card, okay. So like, where is that? You can't touch that either. It's just like you just have this physical card, but that makes them think it's physical, even though there's nothing physical about it. This is kind of like, I feel like bridges that gap where people then feel, oh, now look, I can touch the Bitcoin. Like the Bitcoins are in the card. And it makes a difference for people. It really does.
And it's way cooler with laser eyes and experience.
It's so sick.
I spoke with Odell about this, and I think now that we will be moving from, get your wallet out, scan to pay, we move to this, tap to pay. I think the ultimate frontier is you get this into the phone, and then you tap and pay like with Apple Pay. And behind all of that is Bitcoin settlement layer. So excited because it took us time, man. When you look at mainstream media, they were calling us out that, look at that, it's a Bitcoin conference, but you can't pay with Bitcoin. It's on chain, it's 10 minutes, it's this and that. Sure, but we worked on the technology for last 5, 6, 7, 8 years bringing up Lightning Network, and now it's ready. Now it's literally you have Square, like a company that's tens of billions of dollars worth, rolling out like, hey, you remember, you see this that we have at BTC Pay, open source tap to pay? Now we have it as well. And it's beautiful, man, to see it.
That Square announcement is honestly huge because that's something that is used by like so many small businesses, especially small merchants, individuals who aren't running some big enterprise and maybe, couldn't pay for whatever expensive POS software and hardware terminals were out there. And Square filled like a definite need for them. Now they're coming in and across all of the, I don't know how many merchant users they have, but it's a an insane number. Now anyone can pay with Bitcoin at those. And I feel like that just breaks down so many walls that were up there before. Where it was really easy to say, well, okay, if, the classic argument, if Bitcoin's money, then why can't we spend it anywhere? And, speaking of people who say that, I see Peter Schiff walking by right now. Maybe he'll stop in. We'll see.
Gold is old, Peter. Gold is old.
No, he's ignoring. He's a man on a mission.
Yeah.
A very cool shirt, though. A very cool shirt. I'll give him that. But, it takes away those arguments where you say, well, why can't I spend it anywhere? And it's like, now you can spend it anywhere.
And one thing, all of these merchants are now stacking sats, right? As you're like a mom and pop shop that's moving to Bitcoin standard, and suddenly your purchasing power is increasing over the time. It's no longer, because we say like Bitcoin is not a get quick rich scheme. It's don't get poor slowly scheme.
Exactly.
Because and Saylor has that. The people that use fiat currencies as money, we call them poor.
Yeah,
it's just you're diluted every day, man.
It is a great quote, yeah, and made into a really banger house track too as well. It's a
remix.
It's a great sample.
Remix.
Yeah.
We need to add this to the video.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you've got the ability to use these cards. For anybody, maybe can you give the high level technical of like how that actually works without like this is a bolt card?
Who cares? Like you mean like two developers out of every?
Okay, so
I'll tell it.
The point is it works.
Yeah, but anyone that wants to replicate this setup, install BTC Pay server. Nicholas Dorier, Emperor Nicholas, who founded BTC Pay server, he created this Bolt Card Bank plugin. So if you want to onboard your family on Bitcoin standard, you get these Bolt cards. You give everyone allowance. Like this card is 20,000 sats or 20,000 Bitcoins. We won't know soon, Walker.
Oh, God.
Like rename Satoshis.
We might have to get into that a little bit. Yeah.
But the thing is, you get like 5 of these cards. You have 5 members of your family. Go buy Steak and Shake. Tap to pay, Bitcoin standard, and we get corporations to stack sats as well. And I'm telling you, man, this, as Pomp says, rocket ship is leaving, man. It's this time, for real.
It's
Bitcoin,
actually, I want to sidebar quick to the Steak and Shake thing because I think this is honestly like first of all, it's cool. I enjoy Steak and Shake. I enjoyed them even more when they put tallow on instead of incredible, incredible. And then now they have integrated Bitcoin, where you can, like, I literally went and I bought a burger and fries, and actually I got a Frisco melt kind of guy, and fries and a shake, and everything, and I paid in Bitcoin, and it was easy. And it's kind of incredible, like, it's an incredible marketing tactic for them as well, because they get so much free advertising now from all this toxic psychopaths on the internet who are like, this is really cool. I just went and bought Steak and Shake with Bitcoin. This is a huge franchise nationwide. I mean, do you think we start to see more of this? Like, as the tools have gotten better now. The tools have gotten way better, even than a couple of years ago. I haven't been in as long as you, but like I've seen this progression, and it's amazing. Do you think we start to see more of businesses do this?
I think we're at the that critical point, critical juncture. It's literally like this conference, man. Now that Square has announced, I think that's it, because you know how it is. You've been in Bitcoin, as you say, like maybe not as long as me, but you're getting
a few years now. Yeah,
you had the whole you're crypto couple, you're not Bitcoin couple. Everyone hating, and when we met at Beefsteak, Josh's Beefsteak, I think I told you the same thing actually. But I like then telling everyone like, hey, it takes time.
Yeah.
Because everyone, just like people look at this video, they say like, what is this masked guy doing? But then they research, they're like, oh, like these guys, they're like somehow improving their lives and getting wealthier as they do it. Like, I want that. I want that for me. I want that for my family. And I'm telling you, when we were memeing this, like I remember Bitstein doing the whole fix the money, fix the world. They're like, yeah, right. Like, how will you fix it? And we're like, we will fix it. We will fix the money with Bitcoin. We'll fix the world. They're like, yeah, right. Like, bunch of freaks online, like geeks. But now people are like, oh, they're actually doing it. They're fixing money. It's fixing food supply. Because seed oils,
poison.
Man, it's just you get all the bloating, mitochondria. You know probably better than me.
Stuffing yourself full of an industrial lubricant, basically, that was packaged as somehow a food. Yeah.
I watched, your videos. I like followed your posts, and I'm like, okay, let me try not to eat like seed oils. Then I'm like, oh, actually, I feel less like bloated and all of that. Like it's almost like you're having infection, man. Like I don't know how to explain it.
It's a fiat infection, really. It's like something that's totally avoidable and should never have happened, but somehow because of this fiat system that we live in, where everything needs to, you got to hide the inflation by making stuff
like
shittier.
Your metabolism slows down.
Yeah, it's like
and then
it's amazing. To see
it is,
like
and then
a company do that though, to say no seed oils anymore. Like we're not going to poison our customers. That's great. More of that, please.